Hi everybody, it's Enrica. Wanted to talk about my first week after gastric sleeve surgery. I'm kind of doing this after the fact because I had to catch up with a bunch of videos. I had started doing these actually before I had the surgery, but I started putting them on YouTube, had some issues, so I kind of had to redo everything. So it's actually a little bit more than 1 week past my surgery date, but I wanted to discuss some of the things that have happened to me. I had surgery on the 27th of December. Today's actually the 6th of January. But as far as the first week after I got home from the hospital, that day, which was the second day, it was the day after surgery, I was feeling still some pain, but I was feeling okay. Throughout the week, I really had issues sticking to how much they wanted me to drink. They gave me a very specific schedule that said I had to have this much of the protein drink at this time, and then I had to take my medicines and vitamin at this time, and then I had to try liquids and some strained cream soup and cream of wheat and other things like that. So I really was not able to eat as much as they were recommending at the times that they were recommending. I talked to the dietitians and they said it would be something that I just have to work on. I still at that time had a lot of swelling in my stomach, and when I would swallow things, with any kind of air that you swallow, you instantly feel that pressure, like you really have just overeaten or just guzzled 2 gallons of water, and it's just a very uncomfortable feeling. It's not pain, it's just uncomfortable. So I could only take really small sips. And I think that's what was the most frustrating is that, from the time I was up in the morning to the time I was going to sleep, I was sipping all day long and I couldn't get anywhere near the recommendations. I think I have to take about 88 grams of protein a day, and the powder that they give me, you get 4 ounces of skim fat-free milk, and then you mix 3 scoops, and then you can add sugar-free carnation instant breakfast, but I learned to do away with that because one, it was very sweet, and I was very sick of drinking sweet things. Plus it made it thicker and it was a lot harder to drink. I played around. I tried light soy milk because it was vanilla flavored, and I thought maybe that would help, and that was still a little thick. So my best bet was fat-free milk because it was very thinned down, and even with the powder, it was just a thin liquid substance. It tastes like baby formula. It smells like baby formula, but for me, it was easier. Um, so I have to do four ounce portions of that a day. So it's a total of 16 ounces. And as far as the water, they're recommending between 48 and 64 ounces. And I can't get anywhere close to that. I think I get close to like 32 ounces a day, and that's all I can do. I mean, that's really pushing it. Some of the things that I've been doing and drinking, I wouldn't call it eating yet, is watered down juice. I have to get 100% juice, no sugar added, and I have to dilute it even at that. I have to mix half the juice with half the amount of water. For some reason, hot drinks really help me. My dietitian had said if I'm having trouble swallowing, it's a couple of things. It's either I'm talking while I'm trying to drink, which takes in air. I'm taking too big of sips, or I should try either drinking something really hot before or really cold. So they recommended either trying a sugar-free popsicle, that might help things, or to drink hot tea. And I've never been one for hot drinks at all. I didn't drink coffee, I don't do hot tea. I really don't like hot drinks, but I've noticed since the surgery, I can get hot drinks down pretty well. I don't know what it is, but anyway, it has to be herbal tea, so I've been doing that. I use Splenda, and that's something that I never used before because I didn't like the taste of it. I didn't really use. I mean, I used sugar, but I would go for sweet and low if I had to use a substitute. But as far as the drinking, I think I get close to maybe 12 ounces a day, maybe if I try. I haven't taken my vitamins, the chewable vitamins. They gave me a week to start that. Because I was doing okay with the nausea, I wasn't having problems with that. I really didn't want to add anything extra and just have that be an extra issue. So it was until after a week that I started taking those vitamins. Um, some other things that kind of happened during that week. Towards the end, I kind of noticed that I was able to take a little bit bigger sips. Nothing major. I was getting more water down. Um, more at a time. I could drink maybe 4 ounces of water, at a time. And it was okay. It wasn't bothering me so much. Um, as far as energy level, my energy level has been really good. I've been keeping myself active. They recommended going for 2 walks a day, 15 to 30 minutes, and I've done that. Sometimes I can even go to 45 minutes. So it's been good. I'm surprised at how good I'm feeling. I'm still sore. There's not as much bloating. I don't feel that bloating feeling anymore. The only thing that I do feel is that with one of the incisions, where I think they pulled my stomach out. They didn't really talk to me about that, but it's got a lot of swelling around it. And so I have a total of 6 incisions. I have one that's right here, right underneath kind of where my breastbone is. I have one on top of my belly button, 2 on the other side. I have one kind of underneath my right breast towards the side. That one is the one that's a bigger incision. There's more swelling. It's just tender. It's kind of sore. And then on my underneath that, I had another incision where they had a drain, and they took it out the second day before I went home from the hospital. And it was the most painful area, and they kept telling me it's because of the drain. You have that tube all the way inside you near your stomach, and it's just gonna hurt. So when they removed it, all they do is they tell you to breathe in and they pull it out. And so it wasn't a painful feeling, but it left the area instantly bruised. And I've learned that I bruise very easily because I came home with all sorts of bruises. But other than that, I'm really surprised at how little I hurt. It was 6 days after the surgery that I stopped taking the Tylenol with codeine. And I did that because my aunt who I'm staying with, it was going back to work, and she had taken 1 week off to kind of see me through the surgery and the first hard week. And it was really nice having her and motivating me to kind of get out and walk and do things like that. But I knew that with her being gone, I'd need to be able to drive around. So I couldn't drive until I was off of painkillers for 24 hours. So I took myself off of it. I went to Tylenol, just regular Tylenol, and that seems to be fine for me. The other thing, I guess, that I was going to say is that New Year's Day, which was, I think, 6 days after surgery, I actually went for kind of like a little hike. It wasn't very hard terrain. I was at my uncle's house, and he has some open land near his house. So we went on this really nice hike, and it was about an hour and 15-minute walk, and it really cheered me up and surprised me that I was able to walk for that much. So it felt good. It's felt really good. I'm not at work right now. Since I'm a teacher, I try to schedule this during the Christmas break, but it didn't kind of turn out the way I wanted to. It came out a little bit later. I am being released back for work on the 16th of January. So today's the 6th. I still have 10 more days to go, and I'm not complaining. It's nice to have the time off, but it's getting to the point where I have more energy than just staying around the house, and I have to find reasons to get out and do things and stay active, go to the park and walk and things like that. One other thing that I did want to do is make another video to talk about numbers, my weight, and how much I lost before surgery and how much I lost at the 1 week mark. So I hope to put that up soon. But take care until then.